Hello, still in August. Book 138 was The First to Die at the End by Adam Silvera. This is actually the prequel to the last book I read. I read it slightly out of order, but it's okay. This talks all about the first day that Deathcast went live, and it follows the day of the first person called on their end day. And the relationship they have with somebody that they met in Times Square during the announcement. And, it's an interesting story, and there's some dynamics there. Just like the last book, I feel like some of the characters are very surface, and it could be delved into a little bit more. It's becoming more of a vacation read. I'd say this is a 3. Book 139 is an audiobook. Our Hideous Progeny by C.E. McGill. I really struggled with this book. It's the basic premise of the story is the niece or the great niece of Victor Frankenstein. And she knows a little bit about him and has found some of his papers and is very interested in it. It's very gothic. It's about a 12-hour book, and I really seriously thought about, not finishing it many times, even like right at the end. Very, very gothic. It takes about 50% to get through much of the story before you even get to maybe monster type stuff. The men are just terrible. The main character, Mary, is intelligent and very forward thinking, especially for that time. But her sister-in-law is just a throwaway character. I ended up giving a 1. I don't recommend it. 140 is The Survivor Wants to Die at the End by Adam Silvera. So this is technically book 2 of this series. And this one follows Alano, who is the heir to the Deathcast company, and Paz, who was in the previous books. But the situation with Paz is he's suicidal, and he's so obsessed with death that he's very obsessed with, the Deathcast and wanting to die. And there's a very complicated, long story about suicidal people being so obsessed about this. And I thought, that was an interesting take on this dystopian view. So Paz and Alano are pretty well fleshed out, and I would say a pretty complicated relationship. But again, the side characters are just really surface for me. This is a 3. I know there is one more book. I probably will read it, but it's just okay for me.